finally back with this. We're gonna finish this game. I promise. And I promise I'll eventually get back to Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon too. That's more so for the guy sitting right next to me.
Hello.
Because I know he's probably been waiting for that.
Yeah. Anyway, so back to Floating Block Hell.
Yep. Yep.
As we've affectionately called it. Oh.
Yeah. Well, no, I remember we were in actual hell. Like, that was like the main level we were on. I guess, yeah, this is... Yeah, I guess this is where we left off. I know.
Yeah,
It has been quite some time since we played this. Last for one, we played that in 2018. Actually, funnily enough, actually let me double check that. Because if I'm not mistaken, let me just check this. Oh, yesterday, at the time we are recording this, so not at the time we're uploading this, but at the time we are recording this, yesterday, a year ago, the first episode of Lights, Camera, Pants went up. I forgot. I'm reading the description of the first episode of Lights, Camera, Pants. I forgot we attempted to use the DDR dance pad as a second controller.
I forgot about that as well.
Because we wanted to do multiplayer, but you didn't have a second PS2 controller, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was the PS2 version. So... yeah, so we had to just do a single-player story.
Oh. I forgot how weird this camera was. It's like reverse camera controls.
Weird. Yeah, so... and, you know, we've played... I mean, I guess technically Jacob's apparently going for a completionist run, but he did a lot of the bonus stages off-screen.
Well, I did a lot of stuff that I could access off-screen.
Yeah.
Like the extra goofy Goober tokens, which mostly amounted to doing the races.
Yeah. Oh, I don't remember those being fun.
Yeah, I kind of got used to controls. What I did not quite get used to was the fact that there were Superman 64 style rings for some of the challenges.
Yeah, oh, I remember that!
Well, yeah, I'm not completing this run of this.
Oh, what are you talking about? You got 13 seconds left. You
Time to find those speedrunning tactics.
Glitch through the...
fail forward.
Friggin... oh my gosh! Something just occurred to me.
What?
I'm not going to look it up because I want it to be a surprise. But do you think David Hasselhoff's in this game?
Oh, that's a good question.
Do you think they were able to get David Hasselhoff to be in the game?
Oh, I'm not sure,
Because that level will either be really fun or look really cool and be excruciatingly difficult.
Yeah.
Because we're not super far from beating this game, because...
we're definitely past the halfway point, so...
yeah, we played for about 5 hours. before.
What's the time to beat?
According to howlongtobeat.com, main story 8.5 hours, main plus extra 10 hours, completionist 11 hours. So, I'd say I would guess 4 or 5 more episodes.
All right. Camera. Okay. This camera is so weird. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. Our 5th episode was only 20 minutes, probably because we were running out of room on the.
I think it was part of the
camera battery.
No, I think it was you getting picked up to go home.
Yes, that's what it was. We were recording it right when I was going home. Right when I had to. Right when my mom was coming to pick me up. So. Yeah, that cut it short.
Well, that was a good jump.
I forgot, on the thumbnail for the 5th one, the background is just hell. I put on the Back to the Future to be continued. And over the movie logo, which the life preserver, I put a pentagram of Surprise Patrick. So yeah.
Well.
I want to see other.
Well, I'm glad it takes Patrick so long to climb up the ice block that the entire ice block disappears by the time he's done.
Well, this is good to know. The other SpongeBob game that we would most likely make a series out of that I brought, it takes about as long to beat as this one. So.
Which one is that again?
Well, I will show the audience. Wait, hang on. Da 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 Preparing our next Let's Play! There you go. I hope that actually, showed up. I hope my aim was right and that...
BAM! Okay!
Worked. Yeah, there you go.
With seconds to spare.
Nice. Yeah. This one will be a little weirder to record. We'll probably use my phone as opposed to your camera. Just because I know how to set up for recording DS games.
No, not that.
I just hope to God that this game isn't super bottom screen heavy. Because I hate recording games that are bottom screen heavy.
Alright. Yep. Camera. Okay.
Oh, it looks like, I'm looking at the instruction manual for this. It looks like there's certain parts of the game, where you have to, do stuff on the bottom screen, interacting with certain items, but, that shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Did you just beat the level?
Mm-hmm.
SpongeBob and Patrick continue on, blissfully unaware of the dangers their way is a field full of stanky garbage. But with Shell City somewhere on the other side, they have no choice but to push on.
Hooray, pollution.
I'm ready, pollution. Alright. I wonder if we're gonna have a boss fight with the Cyclops.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Using those televisions to brainwash unsuspecting ocean creatures. You must destroy those televisions.
He's... Oh my gosh. Plankton's controlling people with the media!
Patrick, you've collected enough Goofy Hoover tokens.
Yay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Now with improved targeting.
You want to pick up an object, stand next to it, and press R1. Then press R1 again to throw the object. You can pick up a
Throw fruit or crates. Okay.
Okie dokie.
Plankton's using those TVs to try and trick people to come to Bikini Bottom. If they go, they'll become slaves in his army.
Oh, there was something I could do.
You have to destroy the TVs. Who knows how many people Plankton will enslave if we don't?
Never fear, Mindy. I'm an expert at knocking stuff down.
Okay.
Probably should have thrown those, but...
Okay, but I have a question. You see, why wouldn't it be easier for Plankton to just send the bucket helmets down there to enslave people rather than sending TVs to try to lure them to Bikini Bottom so that he can use the bucket helmets on them?
I mean, maybe.
Like how, like... Did that laser just laugh at us?
Yeah.
No, you're supposed to say, no, Noah, it laughed next to us. Also, what the fuck is happening? What just happened?
I'm pretty sure that was the game's way of telling us that this enemy can only be attacked at a distance.
Gotcha. Oh boy. Oh gosh. I am sensing that this is going to be a situation, actually that was much easier than what I was going to compare it to. Because I recently started watching this YouTube channel called SnapCube, which is a couple people, and they do video games. I found this channel through another channel, that is, I forget the name of the actual channel, but they're known for this series called Real-Time Fan Dub, where they'll just take a cartoon or a movie or something, and mute the audio and dub over it, like completely improvise. Yeah, it turns out to be hilarious. And I found the channel SnapCube because they did because on SnapCube they do real-time fan dub games where they do the same thing but with video game cutscenes. So far they've done Sonic Adventure 2, Sly Cooper and the Phileas Raccoonus, and they've uploaded part 1 of Spider-Man for PS4.
Alright.
But then they also do regular Let's Plays. And there's this one series they started doing. Oh my gosh, he's just chanting Plan Z on TV. That's... I'm sorry, he's speaking directly to Patrick?
Yep.
What? How do these TVs work? Okay, that's a nice touch.
Okay,
There.
TV.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because water... I mean, to be fair... I like how they just advertise... They just talked about TV being bad... They just made a joke about TV being bad for you in a video game... Based on a movie, based on a TV show. All of those media require a TV. Or a screen of some sort. Anyway. So basically, the point I'm trying to get at with this long-winded explanation is, on Snapcube they did this series of Let's Plays called Blank for the Blank, and they just kind of played these, like, bad movie tie-in games, and, like, they had, like, like, an overarching story behind it, too. Like they were being transported, like, different dimensions where they would play these games.
Like Mystery Science Theater 3000 type of thing?
Maybe. I've never actually watched Mystery Science Theater 3000, so I can't say for sure if that's what it's like. But, so it's like... By the way, the reason they call it Blank for the Blank is, like, they say... Like, the first one was... Shark Tale for PS2, but they were actually playing Shark Tale for the GameCube. And then they did B-Movie for the Wii, but they were playing it on PS2. Now, but then they decided to go with more obscure consoles. So the next playthrough was Over the Hedge for the Ouya. And then they capped it off, they ended the arc with, Ratatouille for the Virtual Boy. Anyway, the reason I bring this up is because that flying robot enemy that I thought was going to be a lot harder to destroy than it actually ended up being reminded me of, like, this, like, robot grill that appears as an enemy in the Over the Hedge game. That they could not get past.
The music just played twice.
Yeah, these SpongeBob games always seem to kind of glitch out a little bit. Oh man.
Oh right, those rats we think.
Yeah. That double jump really, really helps.
Yes, it does.
So many more platformers could use that, and it's not that hard to program, I would think. You just literally need to make it so that if they press the same button they used to jump a second time while still in the air, they just jump a little higher. That doesn't seem like it's that hard to program, and a lot of platformers could really use it.
You would think, but remember, Noah, Sonic Boom. the infinite jump.
Yeah, that they patched out, and now the game isn't worth playing.
Yeah, because you can't skip the game.
Oh, so I started watching I started watching the Completionist. I watched his video on Sonic Boom, and of course he 100%s every game he plays. Hence the name, the Completionist.
Yeah. Where's the thing I'm supposed to throw?
There was a glitch that like. So, like, on the, like, overworld map, it shows, like, a medal after you've, like, 100% in each level. And
the last one doesn't appear?
Yeah. Well, it's not even the last level. It's some level in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he can still, like, beat the game and get all the other medals.
That laser just knocked me in the opposite direction of where it fired. Okay.
But he literally, like, the game won't give him the satisfaction of having beat it 100%.
Have you seen this episode on Sonic 06?
No, I've not.
Yeah.
Similar problem?
It was similar problem in the sense that it was so broken that it couldn't be 100% on technicality. Nope, that's not good. Where are the things I was supposed to throw at those? Or was I supposed to just avoid them?
I remember another one he was upset by was, Star Fox Adventures. Which of course isn't a terrible game, it's just not a good Star Fox game.
Because
it's a Zelda game.
Well,
Let's be honest, it's a Zelda game.
It is a Zelda game, but it was also originally an entirely different game that Miyamoto just like told them to make a Star Fox game at some point in development.
Yeah, I see you got a fox here. Oh, we got a fox. You know, bada bing, bada boom. I don't remember the exact words of that reference, as you can tell. I do not believe he said bada bing, bada boom, but, you know. Yeah.
What? Oh, man.
I was wondering why that was flashing and was starting to get concerned. This is gonna be...
That Steam has an interesting hitbox. Yeah.
Yeah! Wow! Oh boy. This is... Oh, thank God this doesn't have a life system.
I'm stuck on the Steam.
Oh.
New idea.
Oh! You can do that? That's... Uh-oh.
Well, that almost worked.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh man. This is gonna be... This is gonna be very frustrating, I can tell. Oh boy. Might need to strap in for more than 5 more episodes at this rate. We'll see, because this game is...
It's reaching its challenging phase.
Yeah. Are you on giant cans of cola?
Not giant, we're just small.
Oh my God, you're right! It's human! It's human-sized trash. I didn't put that together.
Because like earlier in the stage, we were jumping. It's like we were operating the mechanism for a car window shield.
Oh, oh wow! This game. Okay, I was just knocking this game for being annoying, but that's they put attention to detail.
Yeah. And well, I almost got him.
Okay, hurry, throw it. There you go.
And I'm just gonna
just skipping the enemies. Yeah. Good call. Oh, okay. Maybe you might want to start throwing boxes at them. I mean, yeah.
Nope. Okay. Well.
Also, I was, so I was thinking about, I was thinking, before I got sick on New Year's Eve and then some other stuff happened too, that I'm not going to say on camera, I was thinking about, making a top 10 best moments of 2018 on YouTube for me, and just make that a video on my main channel. I'm not gonna do that now because it's kind of, I don't want to go through the effort. But I had the list written out. Actually, you know what? I think I have. Hang on. You know what? Look it. I'm reading off the list of top 10 moments of 2018 right now.
Alright.
Number 10, the live stream where Daniel and I beat Princess Tomato on the Salad Kingdom. Because it's such an obscure NES game that he managed to get me on my Wii through homebrewing, and I was just like, well, this is a short game, we could actually beat it. Granted, we did use a walkthrough, but we did in fact beat it, and I did fall asleep before the end. But we did in fact, and Daniel did most of the work. But
you were there.
Yes, I was in the room when that game was beaten. There were plenty of games that we ended up beating in 2018. But that was certainly
one of them.
That was probably the most enjoyable.
Oh god.
Anyway.
Well, I don't know how that thing works.
Number 9. Getting 2 kills with Delibird week 1 of the NFL.
Oh man, the NFL was this year. Wow.
Yeah, there were some ups and downs with that. I don't think I'll be... I don't honestly think I'll be doing a second season. If I do, there's going to be a lot of changes made. It's probably going to be a smaller group. Exclusive to people I know personally, rather than people I meet on the internet. Because that, or more so, the problem was people that were referred to me by people I knew previously. So, yeah, but I will never forget, even though I lost my week 1 battle, I will never forget the fact that my Delibird managed to pull out 2 kills, and for the first week of the NFL was in the top 5 kill charts. So, yeah. In fact, I got a Delibird plush during the course of the NFL because of that. Also because the Delibird plush was on sale. Number 8. The Lottie Amiibo invasion. You know, you can find the weirdest stuff at Goodwill. I certainly didn't expect to find over 100 Lottie Amiibos between 2 Goodwills.
I need to go to Goodwill sometime.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a PS4 or Xbox One, you could get Lego Dimensions at a decent price.
Huh. I have neither of those.
Yeah, they also don't have the Wii U version.
No.
I checked. Anyway, they also had Skylanders Imaginators pretty cheap, and the dual pack with Crash and Neo Cortex last time I went. Anyway, so
I remember playing Skylanders once and getting to a point where the game broke because a boss refused to spawn.
Yeah.
In the middle of a boss rush.
Anyway.
So I was just stuck in an arena for like 30 minutes waiting for something to happen.
Anyway. So yeah, the Lottie Amiibos, it was funny, it was creepy, but also, we were just talking about the last trip I made to well, first of all, and I mentioned this to Jacob, but I haven't mentioned this on YouTube. I didn't end up making a video on it, but on my birthday, I went to a Barnes & Noble, because I had a birthday coupon, for like, I think it was like 15% off my entire purchase. So I got like a Spider-Man comic, and then like also let my mom and sister use the coupon for what they were getting too. So we just all paid together, and then like paid each other, paid whoever back. And I found more Lottie Amiibos at the Barnes & Noble. So the Lottie Amiibo invasion continued. But then the last time when I recently went to Goodwill, and I did not find any Lottie Amiibos, but I did find one Timmy and Tommy Amiibo. So I'm gonna make it headcanon that Timmy and Tommy vanquished the Lottie army single-handedly. Well, double-handedly, I guess.
Quadruple.
Podly. Quadruple podly.
They pawed them all off.
Which is funny because it's a Goodwill.
Yeah, and they're salesmen.
Yeah. Anyway. So yeah. Number 7. Cinderella Escape.
Oh yeah, that game.
Yeah, that game. In 2018, I started doing fortune cookie streams. I'm probably not gonna be. I just haven't had time to do any lately, so I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they'll return someday. I don't see it happening, but you never know. I'll probably still do like random game streams. And we got introduced to a lot of interesting games through Fortune Cookie, but I think the weirdest and most enjoyable had to have been Cinderella Escape. A weirdly dark and slightly sexual take on a classic fairy tale that I hope to continue in a future stream all on its own. Number 6, Louie's return to off-camera. Now, of course, you guys know I have my main channel. I've got this channel, the HitmonChannel, but I've also gotten the opportunity to be involved with series on other people's channels. Now, while Hidden did happen in 2018, I didn't really feel like putting Hidden on this list. Because while I had fun overall, it could have been better. And I did get to have a more enjoyable, even if it was shorter-lived experience on another Friends YouTube series. Of course, I'm talking about off-camera on Earthcore Studios. now, I debuted in the series in the first episode, which was in 2017. However, we did not get the chance to record any episodes beyond that before I ended up going off to college, resulting in them restructuring the show entirely to be less of a The Office parody and more of just like getting other people in the theater program involved and just doing random stuff. And sometimes having a story arc. And and I liked the direction they took it in. That's not to say I wasn't disappointed that I wasn't able to be involved with the series more, which was why I was thrilled when I came to visit a rehearsal for the Winter Shakespeare show during my winter break, and they gave me the opportunity to record some scenes for their season 1 finale, where the character of Louis returned in another attempt to take over the YouTube channel, only to have his neck snapped by my good friend Alex Voyevich, aka the Volcanocraft. It was such a fun episode to record, and not only did I make the return in the off-camera season 1 finale, which was recorded in 2017, but it wasn't uploaded until 2018, so I count it. It turns out, in season 2, they made a passing comment about my character, them not knowing for sure if I was actually dead because I was a god. So throughout 2018, I left very subtle. Wait, hang on. I need to pull out my phone for this bit. Hang on. Where's my phone? Dang it, where's my phone?
I've been working on this the whole time.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's okay. You do your thing. I'm trying to find my phone.
Oh, I can confirm it's definitely on the premises because you were texting Michaela.
Yes.
When you walked in.
Yes.
He found it, by the way.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it should be on here. Anyway, so throughout 2018, during the episodes of Season 2 of Off Camera, I would subtly leave comments about a potential second return for the character of Louis.
If you spell subtly like this.
That came from my JonTron soundboard on my phone. I have a JonTron soundboard on my phone.
Yeah, finally, okay.
Anyway, and I didn't actually expect there to be a return, but lo and behold, for what was initially going to be part of the Season 2 finale, but then ended up being a teaser for Season 3, my character returned once again, and I guess it was implied that I may have kidnapped Eddie and Ben? Because it basically, the teaser is like Merrick going, it's been months since we've heard from Eddie or Ben. I think it's time to get to the bottom of this. And then my character hacks his way in and is like, perfect. Now the real fun begins. And I have, you know, sort of an evil laugh there. And if you guys want to see an alternate take of that scene,
oh yeah, I think you showed me.
it is on my main channel, where it's basically just the same scene that I recorded, except I have a cardboard infinity gauntlet. Because when Eddie asked me to record that scene, I asked him if I could wear an infinity gauntlet in it, and he said, do one take with and one without, and I'll decide which one we do. And unfortunately, they ended up using the take without the infinity gauntlet, but you can still see the version with the infinity gauntlet on my main channel. And I look forward to being involved in some capacity with Season 3 of Off Camera on Earthcore Studios. Number 5. Life is not the same. Now, of course, a while back, Jacob and I did a very long video on my channel where we each took 10 movie titles, put them through about 15 layers of Google Translate, and then read off the translated title and had the other person attempt to guess what the original title was. Now, there were plenty of fantastic titles in there. We had Free Coffee, we had Satan's Messenger, we had It's a Bowl, but I think Jacob and I can both agree that our favorite was Life is Not the Same, the translated title of A Bug's Life. And of course, guys, we would love to do another video similar to that in the future if you guys want it. Anyway. Number 4. Sell Madrid. Now this was actually a moment on one of Liam's streams, in which it was actually the second time that we had played Business Tour, which, if you guys don't know what Business Tour is basically a free-to-play Monopoly knockoff on Steam. So again, it's free to play, so you can download it, play with your friends,
or your enemies, one or two.
Yeah, who knows, maybe I might even,
enemies.
If people want it, I might even do a stream where I play it with where I play it with viewers. Because I have a lot of fun with it. Liam, not so much, especially after this particular moment where I was hounding him to sell Madrid at any chance he could. And he just would not sell me Madrid. Well, he just wouldn't sell Madrid, because he kept going bankrupt and having to sell one of his... Well, he kept running out of money and having to sell one of his cities, and I kept insisting that he sell Madrid, because I had the other two in that district, so I wanted him to sell Madrid. And towards the end of the game, I finally managed to buy Madrid. And although I don't believe I won that game, it was still... I still felt like a winner because I had acquired Madrid. And Liam has refused to play that game with me again to this day. Number 3. This sort of ties into this series because it is the SpongeBob playthroughs. As you know, we started this playthrough in 2018, and also did a complete playthrough of Lights, Camera, Pants. Almost exactly a year from when we're currently recording this. This was the beginning of something that we actually set out to do a while back, which was to play through and complete, or more so beat, as many SpongeBob games as possible. And so, that started with Lights, Camera, Pants, and continued with the game we are currently playing, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. And we hope to continue this for quite some time. Of course, uploads will be, sparse, but because we, aren't in close proximity to each other necessarily. But we will, whenever we get together, we'll record as many as we can, and go from there. And there are two specific moments I would like to from the SpongeBob playthroughs that I'd like to give acknowledgement to. One is the one was in Lights, Camera, Pants. Now, my copy of the game was a little scratched, and so, tended to crash
Spectacularly.
yeah, somewhat regularly, which was annoying. However, there was one very funny moment to come out of a crash. And of course, I am referring to Mermaid Man's famous words. I mean, unhand that captive, youth! I mean, unhand that captive, youth! I mean, unhand that captive, youth! And it just kept going like that. The other moment I would like to give acknowledgement to is from this playthrough, where and of course these games, you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? Don't say it yet. The reason we love these SpongeBob games so much is because they try so hard to pay homage to the show in any way possible. And, this was no exception when we were introduced to one of Patrick's moves in this game, which Mindy referred to as the smash. Both of these were hilarious moments that continue to happen whenever we play a SpongeBob game, and I'm sure there will be plenty more as we play more SpongeBob games in 2019. Number 2. A tie between two Miserable Movie Monday streams. Now, Miserable Movie Mondays was a series it was another live series I started in 2018, post rebranding my channel, basically. Basically, all the streams is we would just watch a terrible movie and just kind of riff on it and make fun of it as we were watching. And there were so many fantastic movies, fantastically horrible movies we got to watch. But a lot of times, because, it's not necessarily what a lot of my regular viewers are interested in viewing, a lot of times these streams would just be me by myself watching a film. That is why, and of course, like, it's more fun to riff on, like, bad movies with friends rather than by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That is why my two favorite Miserable Movie Monday streams from 2018 are The Fantastic Four from 1994, which I watched with Jacob.
Hello.
And Circus Island, which was actually a return from a hiatus of Miserable Movie Monday. It was the first Miserable Movie Monday I had the opportunity to stream while in Winona. And I did that with my special lady, who I will not name on recording.
Sorry.
I don't know what you're apologizing. You just named my gardener. Michaela, my gardener. Anyway. And yeah, of course, like, I will always love making fun of bad films with friends, and rest assured, me and my lady friend have a lot of movies picked out for future Miserable Movie Mondays. A lot. I mean, like, we literally, like, went to Family Video and bought, like, because they had a special deal where, like, they had, like, movies that were normally, like, I don't know, like, normally you could buy for, like, $2 each, and they were, like, buy 5 for $5 or something like that. So we ended up picking out a lot of horrible movies. Granted, I picked out some good movies with that deal as well, but we also picked out a lot of bad movies to watch. I'm not going to say what any of them are. You will just have to wait and see when we stream them, eventually. And of course...
I think I finally realized. So continue.
My favorite moment from 2018 was actually a moment from the last stream I did in 2018, which happened on my birthday. I decided it'd be fun to, you know, stream for my birthday. And this was after I had done some shopping, found all those Lottie amiibos at Barnes & Noble, and started to have a minor panic attack. But I also went to GameStop that day and picked myself up a Super Nintendo Classic Edition. Now, the small TV I have in my room at home does not have an HDMI port, so I had to get one of the spare flat screens from downstairs in the basement that we weren't using. Little did I know that TV was in the basement because it didn't really work. It worked, but it had a black bar down, like, the left right about here. So it was covering up part of the picture, so it was not ideal for, you know, of course, playing games and stuff. That said, there's a silver lining to everything, and this black bar, while I was trying to fix the black bar during the birthday stream, at the same time as playing Town of Salem with Jacob, I ended up, the Super Nintendo would just, like, autoplay demos of games. And this resulted in the best moment the best of my YouTube moments in 2018, which was the beauty that was Super Slovenia 4.
Oh, that works.
Not only did this black bar cause Super Castlevania 4's title screen to read as Super Slovenia 4, covering up the C and the A, but it also resulted in some funny, very funny edits of the opening story that scrolls on the screen Star Wars style. Well, not quite Star Wars style, because it's not, like, at a slant like that. But, yeah. Including, Simon Belmont needing to defeat Dracula with his courage and pee. So there you have it. Those are my top 10 moments of YouTube in 2018. And we've been recording for 56 minutes. So, it might be a good place to end off, and then immediately record another episode.
Yeah.
So, we will see you guys in the next one. I'm Noah.
I'm Jacob.
Peace.
Adios.